there! As this is my first vlog for Today's Nomads, well, really it's my first vlog ever, so I'm a little bit nervous, but it'll be okay. But since it's the first vlog, I thought I would start out by introducing myself. And my name is Camilla, I am 29 years old, and I'm from Denmark. Så hej til alle jer derude, der måske lytter med fra Danmark. If I had to describe myself to someone who don't know me, I would probably say that I am a very open and outgoing person who just love meeting new people. And also, I love being outside, preferably somewhere where it's warm and sunny. The beach, the ocean, that's probably my happy place if I had to name just one. Other than that, I'm a huge pet lover, love dogs, love ice cream, cake, and going out to dance with my friends. And also, most importantly for this, I love traveling and going on new adventures. The saying, I haven't been everywhere, but it's on my list, is definitely a saying that I feel that I can really relate to. But what I really crave is to travel, to have those unique, one-of-a-kind experiences, the ones that you don't get without sometimes just stepping out of your comfort zone and really just challenge yourself. And don't get me wrong, I really love to just lay on the beach and relax, but when I travel, what I seek is to have those adventures that makes me really develop and grow as a person, and ultimately have those experiences that makes me really feel alive. So why am I sitting here in front of you today? Well, about 6 months ago, my boyfriend Mark and I sat down and had a somewhat serious conversation about our future. And we seriously discussed finding a larger apartment, settling down, and maybe starting a family. And, you know, doing all the things that people our age are expected to do. So why did we instead decide to quit our jobs, move out of our apartment, far away from our family and friends? Well, the short answer is that we were at that point where we saw all of our friends settling down and starting a family. And we just felt that we were missing an alternative to that classic 9-to-5 lifestyle. An alternative that would give us more opportunity to travel and spend more quality time together, especially when we decided to have kids. We both hated that we were limited to only travel a few weeks a year, because the more we traveled, our eyes would just open up for new destinations and our bucket list would just continue to grow. But worst of all, and probably worse for me, I would get bored. I would just really be longing for new adventures and excitement, the things that really make me feel alive. But it also made us both really sad to think about all the times that we would have to spend apart from the children that we really hope to have one day, especially in the early years, as such this really a special time that you can never really get back again. Society will have us believe that there is really no other way than just comply with the norms and be happy with what we get. Considering how perfect I feel this digital nomad lifestyle is for me, in terms of how it provides me with much needed freedom and room for travel, I'm really surprised that I've not come across this term sooner. I really must thank Google for this. I had heard about travel bloggers who make a living off traveling and blogging about it. However, I felt this was such a far-fetched dream for me because I felt it requires a special look and a skill set that I really feel I was far from having. So how did we finally decide to take the leap and go for it? Well, I would say that we made the decision fairly quickly. But for me, it's probably been underway for many years. I just didn't know that this was what I needed to do. And it wasn't an easy decision, I'm not gonna lie. But we also knew that it was probably now or never. And we just kept really reassuring ourselves that the worst thing that could happen was that we didn't like it. We can always pack up our stuff and move back to Denmark, find a new job, a new apartment, and really just continue on the path that we were already on, just slightly delayed with a little less savings maybe, and no big deal. I think it was really important for us to do this, to not look back later in life and having regretted not doing it. And also we could see that this could possibly be a way for us forward, a way for us to have our dream life. And I think that if that's not worth betting it all for, I really don't know what is. So how did we do it? Well, it wasn't exactly easy, and I have to say it was much harder than any of us could have imagined. The first step was just really quitting our apartment, and once we'd done that, we knew that there wasn't really a turning back for us. Then the second step was for me to quit my job, and that was actually even harder because I really like my job and my bosses and my coworkers. Luckily for me, they were very supportive. Then the third step was really to find out then where would we go. We'd done some research, but before we actually ordered our plane tickets, we really hadn't a set destination. And from there on, there was just so much things we needed to do. We just had 6 weeks, and in those 6 weeks, we had to move, pack down all our stuff, put them into a storage room. We had to sort everything out about our travel, from everything to vaccinations, insurance, cell phone service will we have, just everything. And it was such a very, very, very stressful time for us. It just took such a toll on our relationship. I think we looked at each other several times and we're like, are we sure we're gonna do this if it has to be so stressful? But luckily, once we were at that airplane, we just looked at each other and we could just both see that most of the stress and anxiety we had, it just, almost disappeared because now we'd done it and now we just had to look forward. And now to the very exciting part, and something you might already have guessed. Together with my boyfriend Mark, I have created Today's Nomads as a place to inspire and help anyone looking for an alternative way to consider work-life balance, or for people who's just interested in following the pulse of this location-independent lifestyle. We decided to create Today's Nomads because when we first started out with this lifestyle, we had so many questions that we really struggled to find answers to. And we didn't really know anyone who had tried out this lifestyle before. So we hope that by sharing our experiences, we can inspire and help others accomplish this lifestyle on their own. We have been living in Bali now for about 1.5 months. So we're still very much adjusting to the lifestyle here. But right now, we honestly don't have any regrets about doing this so far. We've already had so many experiences that no matter what, we will cherish forever. But it's definitely not without challenges to spend almost every awakened moment together. We do fight sometimes and have stupid discussions, but it's mostly when the situation is really tense and we are often, when we travel, we're often food deprived or sleep deprived at some point, and that's when we sometimes get in some stupid discussions. But we really love and support each other, so we always make an effort to talk it out and then we move on. When we first came to Bali Canggu, we spent a lot of time trying to find a place that would really feel like home for us. We wanted to live somewhere close to the beach so we could go surfing, somewhere close to some good restaurants. We wanted a room with air condition and a place with a good pool. and we really didn't want to pay too much. And as you might have guessed, it was really hard to find a place that really met all our criteria. If you're curious to learn more about our experiences living as digital nomads in Canggu, Bali, we have created a blog post where we get much more into detail about where to eat, sleep, the coolest cafes to work from, co-working places, where to serve, and much more. We spent the first few weeks when we got here adjusting to our new lifestyle, and we also spent that time setting up our new website, TodaysNomads. And as with most projects like these, everything just took a lot longer than we expected it to, and that's why we haven't spent the time that we really wanted getting really set up fully as freelancers. But that's definitely something that we're working really hard on to really get into now. A lot of the questions that we've already gotten has focused around how we make a living as freelancers. And as we are still fairly new to this, I would just like us to have a little more experience in this field. So once we share it with you guys, we can provide hopefully some valuable information. And once we will share it at some point in a blog or vlog, maybe both, we'll definitely also share the insights that we've gotten from other digital nomads that we've gotten to get to know, because it seems that a lot of people here has a different way to make a living. And I think that would be really important for us to share with you guys, because that is a major part of being a digital nomad, is how you make a living. So that's also something we're going to focus on a lot here at Today's Nomads. So now, a very important part, remember to check us out on social media, especially Instagram, where you can keep up to date with our daily adventures and see where we are in the world, what we're up to. Hopefully that will, make you get to know us a little better, and you can have a peek into the digital nomad lifestyle. You can also check out our website, of course, TodaysNomads.com. There is different information about what a digital nomad is. You can get to know us a little better. We've also highlighted some steps that you can take if you're interested in maybe becoming a digital nomad. So that was really it for today's vlog. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm really doing this for you guys, so I just want you to know that if you have any questions, things you might be curious about, things you want us to find out, don't be afraid to leave a comment or comment on Instagram, send us an email, whatever way you would like to reach out. We just want to get to know you guys and want to be as helpful as possible. That's why we're here, to hopefully inspire and maybe motivate some of you guys to become a digital nomad. So that's really it from here from Canggu. Hope you have a great day.